Hello students, today we are starting next topic, that is applications of percentage. Application means uses. That means where do we use percentage in our daily life? We use percentage in talking about profit and loss. If we do any transaction in our daily life, then what is the profit or what is loss? Then we use percentage, that what is the profit percent or what is loss percent. So we use percentage in our daily life. Now we will talk about profit and loss. What is profit? What is loss? Profit and loss is always on cost price and selling price. So what is cost price and what is selling price? You have already discussed these things in previous classes. First is, when we buy something, we have to give some money in exchange of the item purchased, which is the cost price of the item. When we buy anything in the market, then we have to give some money in exchange of the item. Then that money is called cost price of the item. Next is selling price. When we sell something, we get money in exchange of the item sold. If we sell anything, then we get some money. Then that money is called selling price. Next is what is profit and loss? Whenever there is difference between two prices of a particular item. If there is a difference between two prices means cost price and selling price. If there is any difference between CP and SP, that is cost price and selling price, then we say that the profit or loss has occurred. Then there is profit and loss, profit or loss. This is the definition of cost price and selling price. The price at which an item is purchased is called cost price and it is abbreviated as CP. Its short form is CP. Similarly, in selling price, the price at which an item is sold, it is called selling price and it is abbreviated as SP. Next is remember box, and you have to remember this thing. When CP is less than SP, if cost price of a product is less than its selling price, then it indicates a profit. Amount of profit will be equal to SP minus CP. If CP is less than SP, then it means there is profit. Then amount of profit will be equal to SP minus CP, because SP is greater, so profit is equal to SP minus CP. And when CP is greater than SP, then there is a loss, and amount of loss is equal to CP minus SP. If SP and CP are equal, if there is no difference between these prices, that is cost price and selling price, then we will say that there is no profit and no loss. There are some examples for profit and loss. A cricket bat is bought for 350 rupees and sold for 450 rupees. Its CP is 350 rupees and SP is 450 rupees. Then find the profit or loss incurred. What is the profit or loss? Here CP is less than SP. 350 is less than 450. So there is profit. Profit is equal to SP minus CP. And it is 450 minus 350. It is equal to 100 rupees. So profit is 100 rupees. Next example is Mohan bought an article for 1500 and sold it for 1800 rupees. Find the profit or loss made by Mohan. CP is 1500, this is CP, and 1800 is SP because it is sold at 1800. SP is greater than CP, so there is profit, and profit is equal to SP minus CP. Then we can find it easily by subtracting. Next is a trader bought a chair for 1250 and sold it for 890. Find the profit or loss made by the trader. CP is 1250 rupees and SP is 890 rupees. Here CP is greater than SP, so there is a loss. And loss is equal to CP minus SP. Then after subtracting we get 360 rupees. So trader suffered a loss of 360 rupees in the transaction. Next is profit or loss as a percentage. Now we will find profit or loss as percentage. How we can find it in percentage? Here is conversation among Robonum and Driledek. Robonum is saying not only we can calculate the profit and loss, but we can also calculate profit and loss percentage. It is always calculated on the CP. Profit and loss is always calculated on CP because we find what is profit or what is loss on CP. Then Driledek says, but how? Then Robonum says that let us look below. Here we are given if in a transaction there is profit, if there is a profit, then profit percentage can be calculated as profit over CP multiply 100%. Profit over CP multiply 100%. Here 100% is written because we are finding it in percentage and we are finding percentage of profit. So profit is written here and in denominator we will write CP because profit is always on or is always calculated on CP. Similarly, we can find loss percent. If in a transaction there is a loss, then the loss percentage can be calculated as loss over CP multiply 100%. So this is loss percent. Now we will do some examples to how we can calculate profit or loss percentage. A watch was bought for rupees 3200 and sold for 3000. Calculate the profit or loss percent. Firstly, we have to see uh, what is occurred, that is profit or loss. Here CP is greater than SP, then we will find loss. Loss is equal to CP minus SP. Then it is 200 rupees. And now we have to calculate loss percentage. Loss percentage is equal to loss over CP multiply 100%. Loss over CP multiply 100%. Then loss is 200 and CP is 3200 multiply 100%. Here you have to write 100%. In your book there is percentage is not written, but you have to write 100%. Then after calculating we get 6 and 1 by 4%. And you can also write it in decimal form. Next question is, a man bought a car for 4,50,000 rupees and sold it for 5 lakh rupees. Find the profit or loss percent. We are given CP of the car and SP of the car. Here SP is greater than CP, then there is profit. Profit is equal to 5 lakh minus 4,50,000 is equal to 50,000. So it is amount of profit. Now we have to change profit percentage. We have to convert profit into profit percentage. Then it will be 50,000 over CP is 4,50,000 multiply 100%. 100%. Then it is 11 and 1 by 9%. Next question is, the cost of a book is 120 rupees. If the shopkeeper sells it at a loss of 10%, then find the price at which it was sold. Here we are given CP and loss percent. CP and loss percent is given, but we have to find SP. We have to find SP. So firstly we have to convert loss percent into rupees. We have to convert these 10% loss into rupees. So loss is always on CP. Profit and loss, both things are always on CP. So loss is 10%. It means that loss is 10% of the cost price. Loss is equal to 10% of the CP. Loss is equal to 10% of CP is 120. So it will be 120. 10% of 120. Now we have to calculate 10% of 120. Then it will be 10 by 100 multiply 120. Then after calculating we get 12 rupees. Then we get loss is 12 rupees. Loss is 12 rupees and CP is 120 rupees. Now what is the relation in CP, SP and loss? What is the relation in CP, SP and loss? Loss occur when CP is greater than SP. Loss occurs when CP is greater than SP. That means CP minus SP is loss. Now we will put values in this formula. Loss is equal to CP minus SP. Then we can calculate value of SP. Then SP will be 108 rupees. Next question is, selling price of an article is rupees 360. If the profit made by shopkeeper is 20%, what is the cost price of the article? We are given selling price. SP is given, that is 360 rupees. If the profit made by shopkeeper is 20%, we are given SP and profit percent. So firstly we have to change profit percent into rupees. Then what is the cost price of the article? We have to find CP. Then we are given two things, SP and profit percent. Then we will use formulas of both things. Profit is equal to 20% of CP, because profit is always on CP. Then it is 20% of CP, and CP is not given, so this is the value of profit. 20% of CP is the value of profit. And then we are given SP. We are also given profit. So what is the relation between SP, profit and CP? The relation between SP, profit and CP is profit is equal to SP minus CP. Then we will transpose CP to left hand side. Then we get SP is equal to CP plus profit. SP is equal to CP plus profit. Now put values. Value of SP is 360 and it is equal to CP plus. CP is not given, so it will be written as it is. Then profit is 20% of CP. Then we will write it 20% of CP. Then in next step, we have to calculate this 20% of CP. It will be 20 by 100 into CP. Then it is 1 by 5 into CP. Then after that, 360 is equal to CP plus 1 by 5 into CP. Now we can take CP as common. I have taken CP as common. 360 is equal to CP into. If I take CP as common from this, then there will be only 1. And if I take CP common from this term, then it will be 1 by 5. So it will be CP into 1 plus 1 by 5. Now we have to solve this 1 plus 1 by 5. Then it would be 6 by 5. So we get 360 is equal to CP multiply 6 by 5. And now we have to find CP. Then we have to transpose 6 by 5 to left hand side. And if we transpose this 6 by 5 to left hand side, then its reciprocal will be written, because here it is in multiplication, and if we transpose it to left hand side, then it will become division. It will be in division. So we can write it 5 by 6. 360 multiply 5 by 6. Then after cancellation we get 300. So CP of the article is 300 rupees. And in the similar way you can solve this question. Next question, an item was sold for rupees 152 at a loss of 5%. And then what is the cost price? Here you are given loss. In the previous example we are given profit, but in this example we are given loss percent. We are given SP, loss percent and CP. SP, loss percent and CP we have to find. Then firstly we have to convert loss percent into rupees. Loss is equal to 5% of CP, and then we have to use formula of SP. SP is equal to CP minus loss, because we are given loss, so we have to see what is the relation in CP, SP and loss. Then we get SP is equal to CP minus loss, and now put values of SP and loss. Then after putting values loss is 5% of CP, then it will be 5 by 10, 5 by 100 multiply CP. Then after cancellation it is 1 by 20 into CP. Now take CP as common, take CP as common, then we get 1 minus 1 by 20. And after solving 1 minus 1 by 20, we get 19 by 20. Then CP is equal to 152 multiply 20 by 19. And after solving it, we get 160 rupees. So here CP is 160 rupees. So these are the examples of profit and loss percent. Now you can easily do practice zone 4. Thank you.